I just finished uploading a video for our private clients in our partners group. And I thought, hang on, maybe this will be useful for you to check out. So a little bit of context. If you've been following me for a while, you know I talk about partners, our community, where we help martial school owners grow and with their marketing. And if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, been working with martial arts school owners for just over 13 years, helped more than 400 martial arts schools, generate more than 25,000 trials. And so we've got a lot of resources and tools and strategies that's worked and refined over the years. So I was going through our members portal, and the goal was I just wanted to do a bit of pruning, see what's been working well, who's watched which resources, and also plan for a few sessions coming up next month. Now, as it stands right now, there's 139 courses and playbooks, but those are layered with multiple sessions inside those 139 sessions. And I was going through and I found 15 sessions over from about the last year that are just real money makers. If you're going to implement those, they're going to bring massive results to your martial arts school. And so I wanted to just bring them to life in case some of our members have missed them or they weren't on the live calls. And so I just did a quick video breaking them down, what they are useful for and where they can be used. And I thought, well, hang on, why don't I just share this with you? So depending where you're watching this video, if you go to martialartsmedia.com/159, that's the numbers 159, it'll take you to this episode. And I'm going to include that video breakdown about partners in that video. Now, you might have heard me talk about partners, but I never really dive into the details of what it is. Only when people have a conversation with me, I share the offer and what it's like, what it's about. So I wanted to include an offer with this podcast. Real simple. Watch the video that's coming up right now. You probably want to watch it. So if you're listening to this podcast, martialartsmedia.com/159. And I do a full breakdown of all the sessions in our members portal. So you get a good bird's eye view of what it is that we cover. And if you feel that is useful to you and it can be helpful to grow your martial arts school, then click the link below on that video and join us inside Partners. Real simple, 2 offers week to week. You can join our community and get access to all the resources and the community. Or if you want to have a one-on-one call with me, then take the annual option. You'll save a bunch. And you'll be able to book a call with me where I'll be able to map out a plan for you, look at where you want to take your business over the next 3 years, but be able to map out a plan for the next 12 months, align some projects for the next 3 months, and you'll know what to action like next week. The call is a bit of my secret sauce. It's where I'm able to create an offer real fast, restructure pricing, and a whole bunch of cool stuff. Watch the video first. If you feel that's for you, then I'd love to see you inside of Partners. Click the link below and I'll see you inside. But first up, watch the video. Good day, team. Hope you're well. So quick question. Have you taken advantage of all the resources available inside the members portal? I know there's a lot of things, 139 if you count the quantity. It's not so much of quantity though, it's of taking the one thing that's got the right thing for you right now that can make the most impact in your business right now and applying that. And I was just going through the members portal to clean a few things up and looking for some inspiration of things that we can do better, enhance with AI, and then plan ahead for the next sessions that we've got. And going through all this, I was just admired by things that the community has shared, things that we've created. There's multiple 6 figures in free money sitting there, opportunities. The catch is, of course, you got to grab it, use it, and implement it. So I want to set a challenge, and that is just, I stopped at 15, but 15 sessions that I feel can make a huge impact. And I wanted to give some context why in this video. And I want to challenge you to grab one, not 5, just one, implement it and revise it. And if it needs some customization or things that we need to refine for you, then let's chat about it on either one of the calls or inside the group, depending on what access you have inside Partners. So without further ado, I'm just going to screen share here, and I just want to point out a couple of sessions that can make a big impact for you right now. Here we go. So first up, you're going to see a few sessions here that's inside Partners Mentor that I've been doing with Mark and Akan. So that's these first sessions. But I want to scroll past these and dive into our sessions here. So let's go. First up, the Partners Intensive. This was an epic event. I say that every time we roast an event because every time they're pretty epic. Every time we look at what else can we bring to the table, what new resources are there. And without exception, the Partners Intensive over-delivered. And I want to pinpoint a few sessions that I feel will make a huge impact for you and your business if you haven't had a look and haven't applied these. So first up, a timetable and program design that drives retention. This was by Hakan Manav. One thing it's like super obvious, but then also not, and I've never put focus on it, is the amount of growth that you're going to have in your school is going to be dependent on how your product can be delivered and accessed. If classes aren't at the optimal times for your market, or you haven't put them back to back, that they're convenient for parents that might have multiple kids and so forth, all that is going to impact whether people train or not, because it's just depends on how accessible your classes are. So this right here is a moneymaker for sure. If you get this part right, timetable and program design, it makes marketing and sales so much easier because your classes are just way more accessible. All right, number 2, we did the AI assistant advantage. I've spoken a bit about AI and I'm really passionate about where it's going. And I'm not talking about go to ChatGPT and get it to rewrite a thing for you with M dashes and emoticons. I'm talking about using it and integrating it inside of software and applications. And instead of just keeping ourselves here at a mediocre level and getting AI to optimize what we know, but it's to go that extra level of doing things that we never thought were possible because we just didn't have the capacity to do. And what I'm really excited about, and I covered this in the AI Assistant Advantage, is how AI is integrating into our CRM software, ManPro. And literally, I posted a picture of this in the portal a few days ago, where it's becoming really, really close for you to be able to talk into AI and tell it what you want to do inside software, inside your CRM. Send an email to this one, who were our last 5 contacts, create a social media post, literally just telling the CRM what to do, and it goes and does the tasks inside for you. It's pretty phenomenal. Go check it out. I spoke a little bit about that and gave some good concepts around that. All right, number 3, 5x your sales, simplified conversation frameworks. This was done with Mark Loughran. All that I can say is I love this. Coming from old school sales, this is things that I was very passionate about way back. And to be honest, I put so much emphasis on automation and simplifying sales that I've probably neglected a bit of that sales side. But I tell you what, there's a few guys in the group that have taken this, grabbed onto it, implemented it, and they are getting some amazing results. So as much as we can have AI to automate the follow-up, having that human touch is becoming more and more important. And so a blend of both is going to really, really excel your results. All right, next up, building outstanding teams that lead and last. Over and above your product is going to be, well, who's going to fulfill that product? And so this was an amazing session with Hakan, building outstanding teams that last. And then also, how are you going to teach on the mats? So 300% engagement on the floor, teaching mastery. This was done by Mark Loughran. Amazing session. Get onto those. All right, I'm going a bit further down in the portal. So I had the martial arts Facebook omnipresence formula. I'm forever striving to how do we get the 80-20 of marketing, right? It's a little bit of ads, it's a little bit of social, and then there's evergreen stuff. What can we do to just do things so that, we don't have to be on the hamster wheel of endless social posts and so forth. This omnipresence strategy really gives you the breakdown of top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. I also included some video scripts in here. This is the first time that I actually included a few GPTs. So what are the GPTs? Well, it's we've taken a lot of our content and just simplified it with a few tools. And if I like this one, martial arts 60-second story builder. This was a little GPT that we built. So just a cool little concept that you can use to, create little 60-second videos and stories. All right, jump into the session. Especially the bottom of funnel video, I think is essential. I think everybody needs that. If you're running ads, you need that bottom of funnel video to capture the leads, because you pay about $5 a day for it. And I know Amanda has mentioned that her phone rings almost always, almost every day, right? I'm not sure if it's still the case, but for the amount of times that video was viewed, I think it was 6,000 or 7,000 times, it brings a lot of results. Okay, let's wait for this to reload here. Next up, we had the retention roundtable. So if you struggle with retention, this session had some gold in it. Roundtable, if you haven't been on the roundtables, it's a bunch of school owners, you guys in the community, sharing your most valuable ideas around retention. This was a really good session. If you need some ideas and strategies, jump in here. Great session. Next up, what can we say? The on-ramp. If you haven't finished the on-ramp is like the foundation of gold, right? Between getting the right mindset, you're amplifying your price to new students, creating your offer, grabbing from the low-hanging fruit, the 72-hour cash boost sale. I think I mentioned that a bit further. The student price upgrader. These are just foundational stuff. If you haven't implemented these, 100% go back to them. The videos are super short, actionable. Get in there and take advantage from all those resources. A lot of them that you can put on repeat. Grab the low-hanging fruit. Those strategies are to be repeated at least once a quarter. Cool. Replacing yourself as head instructor with Hakan Manav. Again, this was really good. If you does what it says on the tin, replace yourself as head instructor. Great session with Hakan, going over the strategy that's helped them go from 300 to 1,850 students. It was a magnificent breakdown of the steps that they took at which stage in that growth and how they work with all their instructors. Next up, the New Era Facebook marketing plan for 2025. I'm busy doing a new little source. Just got it down in a 52-page document right now. But this is still, at this point in time, the most up-to-date Facebook marketing session that we have. By all means, you can watch all the recordings that we have in the Facebook marketing upgrade Q&A, and we do those every week. So there's tons of videos there. But if you think of bang for buck, the time invested, the New Era Facebook marketing plan goes over offers, the strategy, where the ads go, etc., etc. Obviously, a lot easier if we just launch them through ManPro, because it's 3 to 6 clicks. But if you want the background and understanding, that's still the most solid session in regards to that. Cool. Up here, the martial arts marketing campaign kits. Now, I haven't updated these in a while, but everything is pretty much still relevant. All the emails, which we are currently building out inside of ManPro, but all the offers, etc. We're busy doing a revision on this, and so that should be ready soon. But yeah, jump into these, like just check the month, and again, use the Facebook group, right? If you're short of a campaign and an offer to launch, then just post in the group, and we can have that. We can customize it for you, like we have done with a few of the campaigns, and so forth. All right, next up, the campaign graphics pack. Many of you ask all the time, where do we get the graphics? That is the campaign graphics pack. We've got the Google Drive links, which will take you to the actual images. So I'll just open those up in a new window. And then we got links to different offers. And we've now, because we actually ran out of space of what we can do, we have added this all in a doc, which links out to all our Canva templates. So yeah, images good to go in Google Drive. Like, you can just grab them as is. I'm just opening whatever's here. So there's tons of variations for you ready to go. And otherwise, you can, if you check that document, like these link up all throughout to our Canva templates that you can just grab and go use, right? Super easy, right? Gold saves a ton of time with new graphics right there. All right, next up, I had the 72-hour cash boost sale, which was part of the on-ramp. Seriously though, if you take annual payments, run a 72-hour cash boost sale if you already do it. Now, there's a downfall with this. If your pricing is too low, don't do it. And don't go discount your fees in such a way that you go and devalue your membership. It comes with a word of caution. But the flip side is it's done 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 in sales in 72 hours. It is that powerful, right? It just works, but tread with caution, right? If you do need a cash boost, use it smart. Now money is always going to be better than future money. If you structure it the right way, you're not going to take all your recurring revenue off the table, but people that like to pay up front are going to do it, right? So you're going to benefit from that. All right. So good little cash boost if you use that. All right. Next up, 2 more to go. They go sort of hand in hand. The one is the new lead follow-up engine. So this is the complete follow-up strategy that we have for paid trials, free trials. It's email and SMS sequences. They are one drives to appointment, one campaign drives to a paid trial sequence, well, to a paid trial page if you run a paid trial. Then we got once they booked an appointment, we've got an SMS sequence that makes sure that they show up. And if they don't show up, we've got a no-show sequence that kicks in too. All right. So all these are here. Super good. If you use ManPro, it's already built in. If you're using a different software, then you can just copy from the Google Doc. You might run into some limitations depending on how smart your martial arts management software is. I know everybody says that they can email, but there's levels of email depending on what behavior did the people do and whether your software can trigger those behaviors. It's just something that you want to look out for. Cool. And then last but definitely not least, the email conversion booster. As you know, I'm a big fan of email. If you don't like email because you don't like reading it, don't discount it that it doesn't work just because you don't read it, right? The email conversion booster is a solid strategy for using email as a communication channel, a broadcasting channel, and for a way to get new students. 100% recommend you jump into this. If you want to optimize a channel that you own, it's not going to get squashed by a social media channel. It's not going to get banned unless you do weird stuff. But the email conversion booster, I talk about a lot of things here. The super signatures, that is gold. The importance of the PS, how to use that, making sales, it's a bunch of campaigns and stuff in here, follow-up scripts. It's all in there. If you haven't watched it, super solid session and can make you a lot of money. There we go. If you like what you saw and you want to be part of our community and get access to all the resources I shared, then click the link below, get started week to week, or if you want to book that one-on-one call with me, just pay up for the whole year and you'll get a massive discount, as well as be able to chat to me and we can map out a custom plan for you. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.